Some losers like to measure their special moments with family, friends, and loved ones.
We like to measure it by Led Zeppelin moments.
Winners right here. So we're going album by album.
That's right.
Talking about the best Led Zeppelin moment and maybe something you can take away musically from it.
Take away musically. That's what I think the important thing. I mean, but also how it affects us.
That's right,
Yeah, so yeah.
We're going to do 1 through 4 on my channel. Then I'm going to throw you to the Stitch Method.
For the rest of the
Check
Zeppelin catalog.
The bad stuff.
Because I celebrate their entire catalog. No.
Oh, ouch.
Okay. That's good.
Number one.
Number one.
Starts off number 1.
What's your favorite moment?
That was it right there. How many more times?
How many more times?
So simple.
Yeah.
So bluesy, but I think the evolution of the blues, like the next level stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any simpler, but it doesn't get any heavier either.
It's blues infused, but it's heavy.
Oh,
you know,
I love it.
And you know, we were talking about this beforehand. Like they took the blues and just expanded it to one level of genre beyond the blues, which I think
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's still connected to the blues. That's a bluesy riff.
For sure. It's the bluesiest thing in the world.
It's awesome. It's so yeah. I guess what we're trying to say is like you can use blues riffs to write awesome songs. I mean, actually, Queens of Stone Age, one of your favorite bands as well, uses these blues-infused riffs, like in Pieces.
Of course.
Right? So influenced all by Led Zeppelin.
That's right,
All of it.
They're the one that took it to the next level, and then hundreds of great bands took it from there.
Yeah. It's true. Well, it's funny, Sean, because my favorite moment off Led Zeppelin 1 is in the same exact song, but later on.
What is it?
It's the part where they call me the Hunter.
Oof.
That part, I can play forever. The reason I think I love it the most is when it comes in, because the song is quiet, and then it comes in with this hefty-duty riff, pentatonic, right? And then ends with the 7-sharp-9 chord, you know, like the Hendrix type thing. And it just makes it such a memorable moment where they come in. And I remember hearing it for the first time being like, what is that? And then figuring out being like, how can something so simple sound so awesome? So I think we admit, like, Led Zeppelin 1 was the birth. Of course, it was the birth of Led Zeppelin, but you could hear how, like, simple the riffs were.
And
but
right off the bat, they had that special whatever you want to call it.
Whatever it was, there was something so amazing about those riffs.
Especially that 7/9 chord that you're talking about.
Yes, so good.
How when Page hits that kind of at like a spot, and Bonham is just like right there with the backbone for it. It's
God.
like, oh!
Yeah, they really knew what they were doing. I think that, like,
Love it.
I think one of the takeaways from Led Zeppelin 1 is, like, look, I mean, there's some complex moments in Led Zeppelin 1, don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
But the majority of it is these simple riffs that really carry the weight through the generation. So don't be afraid to write something blues-infused that's simple, but it means a lot to you.
That's right. And then just get Bonham and Plant to crush it for you.
Next time I see them, I'll have them come over and just give me a call.
Absolutely. For sure.
Why not?
On to 2.
On the 2.
All right. What did you say yours was for 2?
I can't even remember at this point. Oh yeah, it was the harmony for
do you want to do it?
Yeah, okay. So I'll tell you the quick story. It's the harmony for the guitar part and Bring It On Home, which I think I have here on a loop, right? So I gotta get distortion on. Can I talk about one of the worst moments in live television history?
Oh boy.
All right, Joe Perry.
You might get some hate.
I might get some hate. Joe Perry from Led Zeppelin. It kind of shows.
Joe Perry from Led Zeppelin. What did you?
Joe Perry from Aerosmith was inducting Led Zeppelin into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Jimmy Page played with them, and they played Bring It On Home. And when I watched this, I knew the harmony part, right? I knew what was going on, and then Jimmy Page starts off with the. I'm actually messing up. There it is. There it is. And I knew what was coming. And what did Joe Perry do? Joe Perry just did the same thing.
He did the harmony on the album, right?
No, he did not. He was just like, oh, I'm just going to do what I think to do, and I'm going to play an octave higher. And I was like, what?
What have you done? Joe, what have you done?
What was that? Because here's the real harmony. I'm going to loop it up. Let's see if I got it the second time around. But it's such a beautiful harmony. And when you hear that come in, you're going like, what is that? And then you figure it out. And like from when you're a young guitar player, you're looking at that going like, I have no idea how he wrote that harmony. And then you look at it and you say, man, that's that Jimmy Page minor third to major third mixture they loves.
There it is.
But that is one of the most influential moments on the album for me because the harmony was so beautiful and I couldn't understand where it came from. So that's my Led Zeppelin 2 take, the harmony, and Bring It On Home.
Excellent. Mine is going to be the riff on Moby Dick.
Oof.
Okay?
Yes.
Mine is in drop D. The riff for Moby Dick. Awesome, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
And this is actually kind of weird Because I kind of hate the song Moby Dick.
I know why you hate the song Moby Dick.
That drum solo is too long. John Bonham, greatest drummer of all time for sure. But come on, man. Like the longest drum solo in history. I've sat through more talent shows, more high school talent shows that have a 10-minute drum solo because of this song.
Oh, really?
That I can't take it anymore. And it's too much. But that riff is just nasty.
But you know what's funny? I thought you were going to say you didn't like the song because of something else. Because it's a 12-bar blues.
Oh, well, let's not get too deep into it.
No, but that riff is
But
nasty.
yeah, I remember, so obviously I was not there for like the birth of Led Zeppelin, you know what I mean? But so I like discovered their catalog in just a weird way where you just pick songs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And I was like, oh, Moby Dick. Like I'd never heard of it before. I was already super into Zeppelin, and I heard that riff, and I was like, oh, awesome.
Right.
And I'm waiting for like the song to start.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just keeps going on his drum solo. I'm like,
that's like what a lot of people happen when I introduce them to Fish. They're like, when's the singing coming in? I'm like, it's not.
It won't. It never will. So hey,
I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
You know, I don't know. Drum solos. I'm not totally into huge 10-minute drum solos, but awesome riff. My favorite part.
Moby Dick, fantastic.
Absolutely.
On to Led Zeppelin.
3.
We're
on to 3.
What do I have for 3?
What'd you have? I see it again. I don't know the albums that well because I listened to them all out of order. But.
Yeah, I remember what I have for 3. Now, I mean, 3 to me is such an awesome album. I mean, I mean, it's one of my favorites of Led Zeppelin, and there's a lot of good sauce on this album, on this particular album. But I will say the one influential riff for me was those fast chord changes on Gallows Pole.
Oh,
you know, like. Up until that moment, you had not heard Jimmy Page do anything like that. Like, you know, Led Zeppelin 1, blues infused. Led Zeppelin 2, blues infused, a little bit more expansion.
Right.
You know, a little more expansion.
A little bit more, but 1 and 2 are very kind of companion.
They could be, companion. And then 3 busts out, and they have Since I've Been Loving You, which is a blues song. And they start getting into these more psychedelic type things. And then they come out with this acoustic song that starts off with this, not a dissonant type of progression, but just something unique. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, he gets this... with distortion, nonetheless. Okay, let's try it.
There you go.
Let's go. And I was like, "What in the hell?
It's beautiful, man.
Was that?
I
Like
know,
that was so fast."
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's not what you're waiting for.
No, not at all.
Zeppelin-wise, you know.
And I had to sit and learn that, and it really taught me a lot about chord changes and staying connected. You know, some pro tips.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
That I adopted from Led Zeppelin. So, Gallows Pole, fiery fast chord changes for me. Led Zeppelin 3, super influential.
In a way that still has some dynamic to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it's not just like.
No.
You know, there's still a dynamic to it that like.
That wrist movement. I mean, it's awesome. It's not for the faint of heart.
It really is not.
And how about your Led Zeppelin 3 pick?
You know, back to the acoustic.
Yeah. Jealous. That's a good pick.
Tangerine people.
Yeah.
Rock the desuspended to desuspended 2 to 4 thing though. Better than anything.
Yes,
better than even them later on with like Stairway and other stuff.
How many thousands of songs have been written with G, C, D, and A minor?
I know. Exactly.
And then they come out with that and you're like...
Yeah. You think this is G, C, D, A minor, it's like, all right, whatever.
And it's
another basic song. Tangerine, beautiful.
How cool is that guitar solo in that
oh my gosh.
Right? In that song? So... weird, I feel like it's like a sonic worm.
Yeah,
that, like just flies through.
So again, something that Jimmy Page is awesome is like he'll put something in a song that just should not be there, but he just makes it work and he just owns it.
Awesome.
You know,
yeah, good.
Like it's always very affected in a unique way.
Yes. Yeah.
Again, the production on these is him.
It is him.
It's like him just doing different things, trying different things, experimenting as a musician, as a producer, as an engineer.
Do you think he ever had to sell like any of those like affected guitar solos in the band where he's like, hey, just listen to this, and John's like, I don't know. He's like, no, give it a second try.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, because like they're awesome on the first
kidding.
time hearing it. I haven't heard a Led Zeppelin like thing where I go, ooh, that shouldn't be.
Oh,
there.
what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, or with other bands too. Even bands that I could be like, oh, that was a nice experiment, didn't totally work.
Right.
I never think that was Zeppelin.
No, never.
It's always until later, anyways.
Well, yeah, on my channel, we'll get there. Yeah. We'll get there. All right, are we gonna go to Led Zeppelin 4?
Led Zeppelin 4.
Oh yeah, okay. Mine's really weird, but what's yours? You do yours first.
Mine is actually on the kit.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. When the levee breaks.
When the levee breaks. That was awesome.
Wow, okay. So a very easy drum song to play poorly. But right? It's like an intro to drums. Like, okay, this is kind of like something I can hear.
Yeah.
But in a way that Bonham just does it like nobody else.
Well, I mean, I think we all know the story. They put his drum kit in the bottom of like the castle stairwell, and they mic'd him.
As one does.
Yeah, as one, right. I mean, like we're playing the castle. Let's put it down there.
Sure.
I mean, but just the effects on it, and even like, I mean, we all know. I've heard covers of this, but nobody can touch that sound that Bonham has.
It's just that feel.
That
ultimate feel that is just all his own.
We should call it the Bonham Pocket.
The Bonham Pocket.
Right now.
People probably already have.
No,
no, this is it.
That's it. we
Hard-hitting bottom
pocket. So for my choice, very odd. You know, like I think I pride myself on like trying to figure everything out on guitar. You know, for improv and stuff. Sure. But this line, I'm gonna admit to you, to everyone, makes absolutely no sense to me. I look at it and go like, that thing works, doesn't it?
What is that?
It's in Misty Mountain Hop. Mm-hmm. It's the vocal line, which is the volume is always more. That part, like, I mean, over the vocals.
If you hear it by itself, it's just like, huh?
Yeah, and with the vocals, knocking in the park just the other day. Like,
and baby, what do you think I'll show? Oh, that's
but like to me, I'm like, oh, it's a G chord, it's a G sharp. He's got a D flat. Like that works, and I don't know if you know, there's, in my opinion, like, you know, you can organically come up with a riff where, you know, Plant might be like, and they said, oh, what are you singing? And they figured it out and said, okay. Mm-hmm. Or if there's any sort of theory behind that, which I'm like looking at it going, I don't know. But that is truly a great organic riff. Awesome sauce to me. Mm-hmm. Love that moment because it kind of strikes you. At the same time, when you look at it from theory-wise, you go like,
and as like as a counterpoint to like the main riff, down, 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 down. You know, it's like, okay, we're gonna kind of twist it on its side.
Yeah.
Because that is kind of like the danger of just writing nasty riffs.
Yeah.
Is what do you do when the riff isn't there?
Right.
You know, so you gotta like change it up a little bit.
And good walkaway though. That's perfect. Good walkaway from that is like you have a nasty riff. Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid to organically change into something that you hear.
Which again is something that they're so known for. Like Whole Lotta Love is a great example of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, okay, we got this nasty riff. What do we do? Well, let's go on an Odyssey. Yeah. And then when we come back, the riff is going to hit you even harder because we just took you on this weird ambient nightmare trip.
Plant is like Odyssey. Jupiter's like, I'm going to get my violin bow. Like,
great. Here we go.
But you're right. I mean, like don't be afraid to organically expand on it, break it apart, and then come back together to your awesome riff. I mean, you're right. Definitely Misty Mountain Hop kind of has that feel and a whole lot of love.
Yeah, a lot, and among others.
So I guess what you guys do is like take these riffs, learn them, try to appreciate them for what we see them for. Not that you have to, but like we appreciate all these little moments for a reason.
And I think a lot of guitar players, they learn Zeppelin riffs.
Yeah.
And it's like great because they're accessible, like we've talked about before.
Always.
So fun to play. But challenge yourself, learn the whole song because you'll learn so much. Because there's so much beyond the riff. They're the masters of riffage. But then they take the song in a direction and they come back to it, and it's like this cool kind of back and forth that they have, songwriting wise, riff wise.
And I know that we're gonna get the comments like, oh, they stole their song. No, but you know what they did with their songs was unique to them, and
sure,
you got to give praise to them.
I never heard them make anything worse.
Yeah. True.
You know?
Yeah, their rendition of that song sucks. No, it does not. You know,
exactly.
So that's that. So I guess
we got more. We got more to do though. We're not done yet.
Yeah.
You gotta click over on this guy's channel.
My channel.
Have a little box up for you to click on.
Yes.
And then we'll finish it out.
You can do the fancy box thing. It's gonna be on your face right there, over there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it gonna be on my face?
I don't
know. Where does YouTube put it?
You
can change it.
As a great creator, yeah, you can place it.
I have my guy do it. I have a guy who does it.
You have a guy.
Of course I got a guy.
Right.
You have a girl that does it. All right. My channel will be doing Houses of the Holy through the end.
Let's do it.
All right.
See you there.
Bye-bye.